Hey out there, reviewers, be named later. How we doing today? That's right. It is now time to take a look at my everyday carry for June 2020. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the term everyday carry, it's usually basic stuff that everybody carries. You know, some people, it's your cell phone, it's your car keys, it's house keys, you know, wallet, ring, sunglasses, things like that. All right? There's some of us out there who like to pack a little bit of extra gear and be a little bit more prepared for things. Well, essentially, since the COVID lockdown, I've had two carries. I've had one around the house, and I've had one when I have to go out in public. So I'm pretty much going to show you both today, all right? And simplest way to do it, well, let's just kick it off. Usually, I wear a hat. I got a hat, you know, with the bald head and everything else. Lately, I've been wearing a pretty cool one I got from Gerber. That's right, finally getting some Gerber swag here on the channel. I kind of like it. It's kind of cool. You know, I usually have a pair of cheap sunglasses. I'll usually have my cell phone. That Sunto blacked out watch, you know, they call it the military version, but whatever. You know, a ceramic engagement ring. Yeah, I know, still haven't pulled the trigger yet, but we'll get over that, right? And I generally, like I said, wear a pair of cheap sunglasses. Where'd it go? And you guys know I suffer from sometimes crippling asthma, so I gotta have what I affectionately refer to as the crack pipe with me at all times. You know, just albuterol. Stuff happens. A watch, a wallet from Pop Off Leather, and you know, inside with the usual, you know, all the fun stuff. And I really like the fact, like I've said before, they've made an RFID blocking card, so at least I have that in there now with that wonderful protection. On the inside, as usual, never leave without a Stars for the Troops in the wallet. I've always got one with me, you know, just. And a Fresnel lens, in case I ever have to start a fire a really, really, really weird way. Okay. I have been experimenting with a bunch of different blades to carry. I really have. I've gotten in a couple this last month that I have just loved, and I've been testing them out and carrying them and figuring out if they work great in the pocket. But I have one that I always just seem to go back to. And that's the Fox Knives 599 Karambit. I haven't shot a review on this one yet. I saw this one for the very first time in a Doug Marcaida video where he was demonstrating it. And everyone knows Doug from, you know, Forged in Fire with the Eat Will Kill, Eat Will Cut. And watching him play with this thing, it's really inspired me to get back into using a Karambit, carrying one, and, you know, the great, you know, tactical and defensive purposes for it. But when I'm not carrying that, I've been carrying, you know, a Gerber Sumo, which is still brand new out there. I haven't shot the review on this guy yet, but I did like it because they call it a pivot lock on the, or a piston lock on the front, but it looked more like an access lock to me, and I thought that was kind of cool, a Gerber with an access lock. Yeah, where are you? Seeing how I've brought pocket cleavers to the channel before, and this one was a viewer request, the Gerber Asada. I know, haven't shot the review for this one yet, I'm going to fix that later. I figured why not test it out and see how much I like it. You know, it's been kind of interesting, but I'll tell you all about that in the review. And, well, for me, a grail item. The Gerber 06 Auto. Man, have I wanted one of these forever and a freaking day. The only one I could ever find was one with a Tonto edge on the front, which had partial serrations all up and down the blade. And that just drove me insane. I really wanted the plain edge, higher end steel with the CPM S30V. So, yeah, I'm very happy with this guy. Now I know lots of people carry various multi-tools and whatnot. I honestly have pared down because, like I've always said in these videos, ounces equal pounds, pounds equal pain. So I've been experimenting with a lighter carry. And I've just basically switched over to the Gerber Armbar. And this is just the normal one. It's not the cooking one. You know, it's got a couple tools on here that I've used a couple times. I have honestly never had a need for pliers since I've been out of my house. That's just me. That serves everything I need in the multi-tool right now. Yeah, I do carry a pry bar, but it is the Gerber pry bar. You know, it's got the pry bar, bottle opener, you know, the little wire stripper, the flatheads, all that other wonderful stuff. And plus, like I've already done in a review, you know, you've got a standard utility blade, so it gives me a backup cutting device. Pretty lightweight, fits in a pocket, no problem. Haven't had an issue carrying it yet. And my last three items that I carry, well, I always carry like a tactical pen of some sort with me, and I'm still carrying the Gerber Impromptu. I just love this thing. I love how it feels. I love how it fits in the hand. And I love the fact it comes with a glass breaker right up front. For those of you wondering, Fisher Space Pen refill, really easy to swap out if you have to. Alright, my Olight i3T EOS small flashlight does everything I really need it to do. It's not overpoweringly bright, but it gets me the illumination I need if I ever have to, like, alright, let's see what's going on. And the last little bit I carry if I'm going out somewhere in public or even around the house, whatever, is a Conmora piece of marble. It's a little worrisome. It comes from Ireland. It's 9,000 years old, and they harvest them out. And they are well known for their like green and like gray qualities. These things are nice. They're really, really sweet. So if I'm having a problem, you just sit there, you rub it, you get yourself centered, you get yourself, you know, you get that peace of mind. It distracts you for a moment, and you're like, okay, I'm good to go. Now that's what I use when I leave the house. Generally, when I'm walking around the house, I'm only carrying these two. I carry some form of a cutting implement with me and the water stone. Because I'll admit, lately, I've been having a lot of problem not trying to feed the anger monkeys. 9 times out of 10 I succeed, but on that 10th time, I just lose it, you know? And I shouldn't. I'm old enough, I should know better, and I really shouldn't take the bait. But sometimes I do. So, that's my carry. You know, I'm trying to keep these things a little bit shorter. You know, I've been experimenting with it a lot because of COVID. Honestly, I truly have. You know, I don't want to walk around like I'm in Call of Duty where I've got 10,000 things attached to me. I've been really trying to pare it down and see what gives me a great carry. Now, with all that fun being said, I'd like to know your questions, comments, love, hatred, anger, whatever, down below. I'd like to know your carry if you'd like to share. You know, because I know everybody carries something different. Everybody values something a little bit more. Everybody looks at things a little bit differently, and that's why I love doing these videos, is just to show you my thought process and hopefully get yours in return. Now, guys, we're going to kind of leave it right there. Just look on the sides for the usual fun stuff like videos that will pop up that YouTube wants you to take a look at. And somewhere below in the corners, you're going to see a big channel symbol that'll bring you to subscribe. Guys, there we go. That is my carry for June 2020. Thank you so much for watching, especially in the alternate filming location. And I hope all of you are being safe and having a great day out there.